Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. My name is Jared. I was just about to record another video, but then I saw this comment from Pacman579, Yellowstone is erupting. What? So I immediately went to go see what that was all about. Went to X. That's one of the best places to go for breaking news. And yeah, imagine that you're at Yellowstone and you're on this boardwalk and you see steam and you know, you want to go take pictures or maybe a family photo together or whatever. And then this happens. That's terrifying. Thankfully, no one has been injured by this, but it's pretty dramatic looking. I don't think I'm going to put it down on any of my spreadsheets, but I do want to make this video just in case somehow this leads to something else or it's part of a pattern or something like that. That's pretty wild, and it makes me not want to go to Yellowstone. I mean, this is what you would expect to see when you go there. According to this post, this is Old Faithful. I've never been to Yellowstone, so let me know in the comments if you've been. Have you seen any events like this one? Have you been up close and personal to something like this before? Gosh, it looks like a mini nuke just went off. So yeah, okay, so something happened. Here's the aftermath. This is Justin Hart. Wow, crazy aftermath of the huge explosion at Biscuit Basin in Yellowstone. Boardwalk viewing of the geyser wrecked. So have you guys been to Biscuit Basin? Do you know where that's at? Would you have expected this to happen at Biscuit Basin? It looks like a bomb went off and you can see all the steam and stuff like that. There's this, I like this post from OSINT Defender. 2024, can you please just chill out for right now? You're telling me July, can you just chill out for right now? I'll say it again. I did my video in June reviewing the first half of 2024, and it's already been crazy. For me, one of the craziest things has been the aurora that I saw with my own eyes here in Kansas. That's so crazy. And then, you know, I talked about how it just feels like things are going to get even crazier the second half of the year. And it really is. And we're still just in July. You know, this month we've had Hurricane Beryl, the quickest to develop to a Category 5 in the Atlantic, on the Atlantic side. And then we've had the Trump assassination attempt. I'm not going to list all the things, but this just fits that pattern. Here's some pictures by the Yellowstone National Park account on X. And it almost looks like a volcano went off, but it was not a volcano. Let's go to Fox Weather. Yellowstone geyser suddenly explodes, raining debris and damaging boardwalk. Okay, this is what it was. A hydrothermal explosion. Okay? A hydrothermal explosion. Inside Yellowstone National Park sent rocks and debris flying Tuesday morning, damaging a pedestrian boardwalk and forcing the closure of the area. The USGS officials said Tuesday. There were no injuries. Hydrothermal explosions occur when water suddenly flashes to steam underground. Okay, so water in a liquid state, it suddenly turns into its gaseous state, to steam, and then you have this explosion. And it says here that they're relatively common in Yellowstone, although I don't think that this large of a explosion is common. I came across this article in National Parks Traveler, a small hydrothermal explosion at Norris Geyser Basin. Now, this was published today, the same day that this other one happened. So I don't know, like, I'm not really understanding if this is like this happened at the same time, but it seems like it's in a different area because it's a different basin. It says an underappreciated geologic hazard in Yellowstone National Park is that of hydrothermal explosions. These are not volcanic eruptions, but rather sudden episodes of water flashing to steam underground. Small hydrothermal explosions happen almost annually, someplace in Yellowstone National Park. like the 1989 explosion of Pork Chop Geyser. Every few thousand years, large ones can also occur. The park is also home to the largest known hydrothermal explosion crater on Earth, Mary Bay, on the north side of Yellowstone Lake. Is 1.5 miles or 2.4 kilometers across and formed about 13,000 years ago. Okay, so I guess you have smaller ones that happen like annually, and I don't know if this is one of those. Again, it looks pretty big, but there's this article from USGS, Hydrothermal Explosions in Yellowstone National Park. This is from October 1st, 2018. One of the most common questions asked of YVO is, when is the next big one? This is an interesting question given the multiple potential natural hazards that exist at Yellowstone. Big earthquake, big lava flow, big explosion. Most people mean the big explosion, but that's not a particularly likely event. In fact, most people do not know about the potential hazard associated with hydrothermal, hot water explosion, which is far more common than any eruption of lava or volcanic ash. Hydrothermal explosions are violent and dramatic events resulting in the rapid ejection of boiling water, steam, mud, and rock fragments. It's kind of amazing that no one got injured from any of that. The explosions can reach heights of 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles and leave craters that are a few hundred meters, tens of feet, up to more than 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles in diameter. Ejected material, mostly breccia, angular rocks cemented by clay, can be found far as 3 to 4 kilometers or 1.8 to 2.5 miles from the largest craters. Large hydrothermal explosions occur on average every 700 years, and at least 25 explosion craters greater than 100 meters wide have been identified. Although the large hydrothermal explosions are rare events on a human timescale, the potential for additional future events of the sort in Yellowstone National Park is not insignificant. Based on the occurrence of large hydrothermal explosion events over the past 16,000 years, an explosion large enough to create a 100-meter wide crater might be expected every few hundred years. So I don't think that this was that. Otherwise, they would probably be talking about it. And it doesn't look like it went, miles or kilometers up into the sky. But it doesn't seem like it was small. And it's getting a lot of attention. So unless something comes out that says that this was some kind of like record-breaking event, or more details come out, there's like something unusual about it, I'm not going to put it on my spreadsheets, but it is interesting. It is interesting. And then, like I said, there's this one. I mean, we read that it happens like annually, so I can't tell if this one at Norris Geyser Basin happened around the same time, if that's unusual. But if I find out more information, or if you do, let me know and I'll let you know. So anyway, just wanted to put this on your radar. Let me know if you've witnessed one of these. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Also make sure to share it, and I'll talk to you guys later.